Good evening and welcome to Tuesday Tea with Meg. Tonight I'm drinking a nice dandelion root tea. It's supposed to be a sub for coffee, but I don't really like coffee that much, so I water it down even more and make it taste like tea. And it's healthy and detoxing, and hooray for dandelion root. But tonight what I really want to talk about is goji berries and my adventures with them in the past. So, a few years ago, I heard about goji berries. I heard they were a superfood, and I read up on them, found out they're full of antioxidants. They have a decent amount of protein for a berry. They have all sorts of other good things, like they protect the body from high levels of stress and inflammation, fight free radical damage. They have amino acids and other trace minerals. So they're really good for little berries right here. They improve immune function, they can fight cancer, they're just good for lots of things. And when I tried them, I thought they tasted pretty good. I mean, they weren't as sweet as raisins, but they don't have as much sugar as raisins, so you can't really expect that. And so I thought, of course, I had to grow them, as I unfortunately think about so many things. I try to fit as many plants as possible into my yard, and it gets a little overwhelmed with plants. That happens to me. So one year I was at Lowe's and I saw 2 goji berry bushes, and I decided they had to be mine. So I put them in my yard and I grew them, and within a year or so I had lots of berries. These things grow, they're worse than raspberries. They're really invasive. The bad thing is they have thorns. So, I mean, I know raspberries do too, but these have bigger thorns, and so that wasn't super fun. But then, after years of waiting, we had a lot of goji berries, like so many. I think they gave us berries twice a year, and they had these beautiful little purple flowers, and it was just so exciting to see them grow. It's always exciting to see things grow. But when we tasted them, we realized that the flavor was not quite compatible with our taste buds. So that was kind of a letdown. There was one person in our family of 7 who thought they were good, and he liked them, and he ate them gladly, regularly. So that was good. But the rest went to the chickens. That was a little sad to invest so much time and energy and a little money into these plants that we just couldn't appreciate their fruits as much as I hoped we would. So they're great fruits. They're superfood. Yay, superfoods. But just buyer beware. They might not really hit your sweet tooth, and that might be kind of disappointing, because all of the other fruits I've grown have been sweet. I mean, blueberries, raspberries, very sweet, very delicious, and very healthy. But the goji berries nourished us through the chickens' eggs. They got the nutrition, they passed it on to their eggs, and we ate it. It did not completely go to waste. But just a warning, as you're planning your spring garden, to be careful about what you put in it. Because once it's in there, you can kill it if you don't like it, but who wants to kill a plant when you've got a beautiful, healthy, thriving plant? So, yeah, think long and hard about what you plant and about what you're willing to eat. I mean, it's worth it for the health benefits, but maybe not quite as worth it as I hoped it would be. So, yeah, that's my story about goji berries. I'd love to hear stories that you guys have about plant adventures in the comments. And next week, I'm going to talk about why this little glass bird reminds me of God's providence. This episode of Tea with Meg was brought to you by glutathione. If you take the glutathione supplement, it's got a half-life of 7.5 minutes. So within a few hours of taking it, your body's done with it. But with this patch, you put it on your body for 12 hours, and all day it's telling your liver, make glutathione, make glutathione. So it continues to make glutathione, and it's really great for immunity. It's because of this patch, I believe, that I haven't gotten sick all winter, Every time a kid comes home with something, I put a patch on them, I put a patch on myself. I don't get sick and they don't get very sick. We have not caught any of those really terrible colds that people have had for weeks this winter. It's been a wonderful winter, and I credit this glutathione patch for our exceptional health this year, especially after moving to a new area, new germs. You know how that goes. So anyway, thank you for joining me. Enjoy some tea. Come back next week for stories about this bird, and I hope to see you all later. Goodbye.